I has a pony. I've had this pony for a while, but I just felt like saying that. Hello, everyone, here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, today's video is going to be needing a bit of an explanation. So, if you're watching this when it's still brand new, then I'm going to give a bit of an update on what we'll be doing over the course of the next couple episodes. So, in the previous episode on the playlist, we finished Terry Town. Actually, that was a couple episodes ago, I'm lying. We finished the last of the side quest across the Bantha region. And we got the options to go to the nearby regions, but in terms of the number of videos in the playlist and things like that, the next couple episodes are going to be focusing on going back to previous regions to taking care of stuff that we haven't seen yet. So today's video is going to be focusing on opening up the last couple of regions that we haven't opened, aside from the Hebra region in the top left part of the map, which we'll be saving for a little bit later in the adventure. It'll make sense as we go on, but as for right now, we are back over here in the whatever region this one is, the central region. We can see the Great Plateau over there, and it's really interesting. It's kind of funny because the Great Plateau is one of those regions where you kind of never want to go back to it ever again after you finish it. Because, like, my mindset is that we spent so much time there at the beginning of the game that I kind of never want to go back there ever again. But, like, because we spent so much time there. But in all actuality, we spend way more time in other parts of the world that we end up going back to anyway. So, I don't know, there's something about that that's kind of amusing. So, that over there is going to be our destination for today. We have a tower way off in the distance over there, and that's going to be super cool, and amazing, and stuff, and it's going to be fun. And I like running on sentences. That's proper grammar, and I am not ashamed of myself. I am never embarrassed! That's kind of true, actually, because, like, I don't get embarrassed that often. Like, there are a few things I look back on, I was like, did I really do that? But it's like, in all actuality, I just don't really get embarrassed that often. I just like having fun. Man. Okay, so, a bit of a story. This video is going to be like the last recording session that I'm doing for a game before my 10th anniversary of making videos. And I gotta say, it's really hitting me that we've been making videos for 10 years now. So the video itself is going to be uploaded after the anniversary, but it just feels really weird, you know, because, like, I've been doing this for so long that it's just kind of become, like, a normal part of my life, but it also feels weird knowing that there was a part of my life, like a good majority of it, where, like, I'd never even heard of Let's Plays before. But now it's, like, such a big part of my life nowadays that it just feels really weird, you know? Like, I could see myself, quote-unquote, retiring from videos one day, but I don't see that happening for a long time because I have so many ideas for videos, and, like, even nowadays when I have a full-time job and I'm in college and I'm working towards building my career, even nowadays I still see myself making videos nowadays. Like, I'm putting the time aside in my free time now to make this video. So even if they're being uploaded a bit more randomly throughout the day and things like that, I still like making videos and it's pretty fun. So we'll be exploring this. Owie! That hurt my feelings. How could you do that to me? I thought we had something special. Die! 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 You will be destroyed! You will be destroyed. Wow, that was easy. Let's be honest here. Let's blow you up. That's a fire arrow. It's a bomb arrow. But same difference. Oh, there's a dragon over there. I am very easily distracted right now. Alright, so another fun story related to videos and things like that. So, I don't know how long it's going to take for this person to actually get to this point in the video, Let's Play thingies, but somebody that I worked with actually found my videos. So, there was this one point in time where this person would say, dragon! 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 Dragon is so cool! Dragon is so cool! I'm going to blow you up! Come on, let me do the thing, let me do the thing, I really need to do the thing for something we'll be saying a little bit later. Did it work? Did it work? I can't tell if it worked or not. I think it worked. Shiny. I see a shiny. A shiny must be mine. It must be mine. I like shiny. 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 Ooh, a duck! I'm not normally this easily distracted. What's going on with me today? Alright, this is Ferocious Scale. I still have trouble with SHs. This precious skill fell from the gold spirit of Farosh. It contains powerful electricity within. You can cook with it, but just eating it seems like a waste. Going back to what I was saying a moment ago. Yeah, I had a friend who found my videos, and it was really fun because there was one point in the first episode of Breath of the Wild where I said something when I left the Great Plateau, and I was like, I found a stick! So, like, afterwards, she wrote up to me and asked me to say the thing, so, like, I'd say in the most exaggerated voice possible, I found a stick! Or later in the episode when I opened up a treasure chest and there were pants, and I was like, I found pants! Yeah! It was pretty fun. Alright, so let's go over this way. There's going to be lots of Lazathos in this area, and there's a couple different ways you could go across this place to achieve your destiny. So, we could just do this. It's honestly not that difficult. There are a bunch of enemies in the area, so you definitely want to be careful about this, but if you have skills like me, and you already have everybody's skill, then you can just fly over the Krusty Krab. Yay! I swore I said a bad language word, and I'm probably going to censor myself. I'm starting to notice that, like, okay, I've been living on my own for a little bit, and I'm starting to notice I'm kind of swearing more in videos and things like that, so I probably shouldn't do that. But anyway, now that we've taken care of all that, we're ending this video off here. So you guys so much fun. I'm just kidding. And now we've opened up the lake region. So now there's only 2 more regions left before we've opened up the entirety of the map. I would say this Let's Play is going by so quickly, but at the same time, we're getting pretty close to the 2-year anniversary of starting this thing, so yeah, that's probably not the way to word that. But anyway, now that we've opened up the lake region, there's a couple more things I'd like to take care of in this video. So, we're going to be going back over towards our pony, and now we're going to be going this way. Yay! Onwards, eggnog. Whip. 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 There's another tower off in the distance over there, but we'll be saving that for another episode. Probably nearby, or something like that. So as we continue onwards, let's head this way. And going back to the 10th anniversary thing, it's just... I kind of feel old going into the double digits now, but it's very weird because like I was 14 years old when I started making videos, and now I'm 24, and that just feels weird. And I know that's like kind of like a dumb sentence to say and things like that because that's how math works, but like, I don't know, it just feels really, really weird because like, on one hand, I probably should have stopped a long time ago, but on the other hand, I have so many ideas for what I want to do in the future. Like, I probably have enough video ideas to make it to, like, my 20th anniversary, believe it or not. So this right here, there's going to be a sign. The Floria Falls and Lurline Village are going to be that way. Lurline Village. That sounds intriguing. But we'll be going over this way. We'll be going towards the Faron Grasslands, and we'll be going in the other direction at a later point. So let's head this way now. There's a couple of things over in this direction that I'd like to take care of in this video, so that's basically going to be the idea behind this, is that we'll be following down this road and seeing where it takes us, and it's going to be super fun. I'm kind of a little not that happy because the rain is going to make it a little bit hard to see where we're going and things like that, and there's a lot of really cool sights in this area, but there's a shrine over here, so it'll all be fine. It'll be fine and dandy and swell. Yeah, whenever I hear the word swell, I always think of that scene from the first Superman movie, when Lois Lane is all like, you know, there's very few people in the world who are comfortable saying the word swell. And it's like, I say swell. Who cares? Oh, Makagh Shrine. To you sets foot in this shrine, I am Makagh. In the name of the goddess Idea, I offer this trial. Metal door opens the way. Alright then, let's go onwards. That's a Pixar movie that I've still not seen yet. Alright, so... you are dead. That staff landed perfectly straight upwards. I'm kind of sad that I picked it up so quickly because that's kind of rare and it's really cool when it happens. So as we continue across this area, the big idea behind this particular shrine in particular is that there's going to be some bad guys in the area. No, there's going to be some metal doors in this place that we got to take care of. So there's a couple ways you can take care of this one right here. So what you can do is you could open it with magnesis, but that's boring. That's the way that they intended you to do this puzzle, and I don't want to do it that way. Instead, I want to blow things up because I like explosions, yeah! It doesn't quite fall down, but it is enough for us to collect the treasure chest. Please be a shield. You are not a shield, you're a bow. And the inventory is full. Okay. So I threw out all my shields before because I was getting really annoyed of the inventory continuously disappearing. I still have not found a stupid shield. I want a shield. Like Pokemon Shield. Speaking of Pokemon, I gotta say something that might be a bit of a slightly controversial topic. So, there's a bit of a running gag where whenever I say, let's go, and then I'll say Eevee Pikachu, the best Pokemon game on Nintendo Switch. And it's usually a joke, but I'm also starting to wonder if that might actually be the case, because I didn't like Sword and Shield that much. Like, it had good ideas here and there, but it did not feel like where Pokemon should be when it made the big grand leap to home consoles and things like that. It felt like a lesser X and Y. And even with things like that in mind, when you have like Diamond and Pearl and things like that, that one, it was like a remake that a lot of people were looking forward to, but whenever I hear whenever I hear people talk about it, it just kind of seems like a lesser version of Pokemon Platinum. Now, I've never played the Sinnoh games before, but there were like 2 years where, like, between Chug and Connery and some of my friends, there were like 2 straight years of nothing but Pokemon Platinum Let's Plays. But like, I don't know. I haven't played Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl yet, so this opinion isn't off my own experience. But it just kind of seems like they made a lesser version of Platinum, which kind of defeats the purpose of a remake to begin with. So, I don't know, it just kind of seems like Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu really is the best Pokemon game on Nintendo Switch, at least with the mainline games. Because Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu knew what it wanted to be. It wanted to be a remake of Kanto that introduces ideas from Pokemon Go, and it does that, and it does it very well. But Sword and Shield wants to be an ambitious home console Pokemon game, but it doesn't really live up to the ambition. Like, all the Pokemon aren't even in the game, which is really dumb, because you have 2 versions that cost $60. Both versions have $30 DLC, that if you buy the wrong version, you can't use it, which is really dumb. And to get Mew into the game, you need the Pokeball Plus, unless you transfer for something else, which requires a subscription service. So, in the end, to get all the Pokemon in the game by yourself, it costs over like $200, and you still can't even get them all. And then, like I said before, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl seems like a lesser Platinum, which also, again, defeats the purpose of a remake. So, I don't know, it's just weird. But enough about all that, because now we're at the Highland Stable. So, a detail that I mentioned before was that there was a way you can customize your horse, and I thought this was only the case for one stable, but that's actually incorrect. we'll be making 2 more stops in this video before we call it quits. So the first stop I'd like to make is going to be over in this direction, and it's going to be a pretty important one because it's going to be kind of interesting. So, we're going to be going... Words are difficult to speak. You'd think after 10 years of doing this I'd be better at speaking, but that is not the case. There is no case. Because I don't have a face. I don't know where we're going with that. So we'll be going over this way now. And this pathway is going to lead to things that are pretty interesting. And I'm kind of having a hard time figuring out what to say now because this pathway is honestly taking a little bit longer than I thought it was going to take. So let's talk about the PlayStation Vita because that's on my desk and I was looking at it when I was looking around my room. So... PlayStation Vita. It's a pretty fun console. Very underrated. It has Persona 4 Golden on it, which makes it awesome. And Gravity Rush. Which, by the way, I gotta say, there are like a lot of PlayStation games coming to PC lately, and I really hope that continues because I would really love to see like Gravity Rush come to PC. Because I love that game, and I'd love to make videos on it someday, but I don't want to get a PlayStation 4, and I can't record off of Vita. So as we go over this way, we can see that there's another fairy fountain. And back there was a place called the Horse God Bridge. Boy, sweet boy, please listen to my story. I am Melania. Have you ever felt the pain of losing a horse companion? Alright, Bumble Wall in the canyon. What?! Yeah, you could say that. If my power is returned to me, I may be able to help you out in some way. So please, I beg of you, help me regain the power I've lost. All I need is 1,000 rupees. When my power has been restored, I should be able to be of use to you, who love horses so. Now, you have rubies for me, right? Hand them over, quickly. In order for me to regain my power, I need 1,000 rubies. I'll keep my rubies. That is truly tragic. Unfortunately, we don't have enough rubies, but it shouldn't take too long for us to be able to get some more. So, in this area, I believe, yes, it is over here. So over here is going to be a treasure chest that is buried underground, so we gotta take it out first. It's facing down, so it's going to be a little hard to see it, but it has an EX mark on it, which means that this is a DLC treasure chest. And with this, we get the Ancient Saddle. A mysterious saddle made with forgotten ancient technology. Equip a horse with this with the down on the D-pad to call them even when they are far away. So, most of the DLC treasure chests in the game we'll be saving for a bonus video of sorts later down the line. And by bonus video, I mean we'll be saving this for, like, pretty soon after we open up the rest of the map. But I want to get this one now because this one is very, very useful. We'll be seeing why in a moment because we have to go back over to the stable anyway to be able to sell stuff to get enough rubies to pay the fairy lady. But there's also something else I wanted to mention as well. Oh, that's a mighty fine horse you have there. If you're interested, may I help you change your horse's gear and mane? Yes, please. You should know I'm only interested in horses that are raised with lots of love. How's your horse faring on that front? Nice! This little one has calm eyes, but it doesn't fully trust you yet. You need to show it some more love, do that, and I'll be happy to do it. Ah, yes! What do you mean it doesn't love me? It's a pony! All ponies like gators. Isn't that a factual fact? Factual fact. Yay, my commentaries were done. Alright, fine, we'll get another stupid pony. Don't you suck! Okay, fine! We'll get Raisin! Alright, hey! That was kind of epic. So, I had to exchange Eggnog for Raisin real quick because apparently the affinity with that horse isn't high enough. You need to have max affinity to be able to do this, and Eggnog is only at 79 right now. So that's not the most pleasant thing in the world. But that's not what I want to do. What I would like to do is if we go over to change the saddle, we now have the ancient saddle. That looks great! Please come back anytime you feel like changing your horse's gear. So what I'm going to be doing next is we're going to be leaving Raisin right there for a little bit. And we'll be running as fast as we can. I was very tempted to use the trick of the whistle running thingy. That's kind of going to defeat the purpose of this trick. So, if we whistle now... Our pony can now teleport! This is awesome! Our pony has learned the magic of teleportation and it's super cool! Alright, so that's what I wanted to demonstrate. That's the reason why I wanted to get that treasure chest a little bit early. I think there is another horse-related DLC treasure chest somewhere else in the world, but we'll be saving that for another time. But as for right now, there's a couple things that I'd like to take care of. So, over here, we could see this guy again, Makagh, and we can see the painting he's working on. It's actually not that bad. The sun looks a little bit weird, and there's like really no first perspective on it, and I actually want to be talking about this painting's kind of not good. It's kind of funny because when he paints, he's like, but then you look at the painting and it's kind of not that good. I mean, I shouldn't criticize because like I can't draw that. I'm terrible at drawing. I can barely draw a stick figure. That is a pretty view. We're going across the Horse of God Bridge once again. Now we'll be going over this way, and now that we finally have enough rubies, we'll be able to do the thingy that is super cool. We'll be able to get chocolate. And I really want chocolate. What? Okay, hold on. What was that? Game trial active? I didn't download a game trial. And I already have Captain Toad. I did a Let's Play of it. And a Versus. And then I Let's Played it again when it came to... What? Okay, I'm sorry for breaking the immersion of the video, but what? Okay. Cool. Thank you. I already have the game, and I love the game. And I kind of want to replay through it again at some point, but, like, what? Alright. In order for me to gain my power, I need 1,000 rupees. Here you go. Here are your stupid rupees. At last, free of that tiny butt after so long. If my arms were corporal, they'd have cramped for sir. And you're the one who set me free, are you not? My name is Melania. I'm the god who watches over the horses of this world. I suppose you deserve a reward for setting me free. What shall I do? Shall I make you my meal? I only jest. If a horse you love passes away from some sort of tragic fatal accident, it is within my power to revive that horse. However, if I detect a vile intent behind the death of your horse, you will suffer my wrath! I only jest. Let me see. I see you're good with horses. All seems to be well. The friendship you've established with the horse really is extraordinary. Remember that such a friendship is a two-way road. Horses care for you as much as you do for them. So, if a horse were to die, this is where you'd go back to revive them. Now, personally, I don't see that much of a use for this mechanic because you find horses all over the map anyway, and it doesn't really take that long to get the affinity back raised up for a horse, so if a horse dies, then you can kind of replace it, but if you were really connected to a horse and things like that, then there definitely is a way to revive it, which is greatly appreciated, because I know that if I lost Raisin early in the playthrough, ignoring that if we lost Raisin earlier in the playthrough, then I definitely would have wanted to have Raisin back, or Eggnog for that matter. So, yeah, this definitely is a welcome feature, even if I don't personally use it that much myself. But that also kind of begs the question, if there's a way for like a god to revive dead horses in this game, why isn't there a god for champions? Why do they stay dead? That's one thing that I kind of don't get. I kind of don't like it in Fiction when there's like some kind of magical thingy that can bring somebody back to life, but it doesn't work for other ones. Like, okay, going on a bit of a tangent real quick, but once upon a time, that show drove me crazy at one point, because there were a couple characters who died, and they all came back to life, and then there was one character who died, and they stayed dead, and I kept expecting them to come back, but then they didn't, and it annoyed me. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, your options are where to go next, and in the next video on the playlist we'll be taking care of a couple side quests across the lake region, as well as finding another unique horse. You can also continue on the path and go over that way to open up the next tower. You can search for the Korax across the lake region, but as a reminder, if you're watching this one still brand new, it might be a little while before this option becomes available. And you can also not take care of Calamity Ganon, that's what I was about to say, but you can also start up the Champions Ballad DLC. That's still going to take some time to get used to saying. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I believe to gear to you, and where would you like to go to next?